Hey y'all, welcome to Petite Weaver Crafts episode 34. I'm recording here today on February 23rd. I'm heading to Stitches tomorrow. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm kind of regretting the fact that I didn't leave for Stitches today. There's preview night tonight. But alas, I didn't get my stuff together in time to sign up for classes, so I didn't really want to spend 4 or 5 days just shopping in the marketplace. I've just finished washing all of my hand knits. They're out to dry. I just still have a few socks out to dry right now. It's actually going to be pretty chilly. I think the highs are in the high 50s and the lows are in the 30s. So I'm excited to be wearing knitwear. So for this week, I do have some stash, some finished objects, as well as some spinning and quilting. Let's get started. So first up is my stash. I did buy another Ewe Sew bag. It was on sales and it was super cute and I had been eyeing it for a little while. So I did purchase this gorgeous medium-sized bag. It has a super cute lining as well. Ewe Sew has a really good rewards program. So if you guys are interested in purchasing her bag, I will provide a link in the description box below. If you click through that link and purchase items, I actually do get some bonus points back as well. So yeah, if you guys are interested in her bags, definitely check it out. And then I'll go ahead and skip on to spinning. So this past weekend, I spent some time with Mork Made Fiber Co. Nicole. I went over to her place and we hung out and we made some bats. So I've already spun up my first bat. I will insert a picture of it here, but it was a lot of fun. It was bright yellows, corals, pinks, with lots of sparkle and silk in there as well. So here is my final skein. It is about 5 ounces of fiber, and I got 150 yards or so of a worsted to bulky weight yarn. It's been a little while since I spun, and since it was also an art bat, it's not something that I normally spin. My default spinning is about a 2 to 3 ply fingering to sport weight yarn. So yeah, this was bulkier than I normally do, but I love the way it turned out. The bat was super fun to make and I adore this yarn that I made. It's very spring summery to me. I think this should be enough to make kind of a short cowl thing. So yeah, I'm excited. Look how pretty this is. Gorgeous. Here's another bat that we made while I was there. This one's mostly black, mints, and greens. This is her mega bat size, which is obviously pretty large. It's about 5 ounces of fiber, and she does add a ton of sparkle and silk in it. So yeah, if you guys are going to Stitches, her fiber will be there at the Fiber Collective booth. And she and I and a couple of other friends are actually going to all go to Stitches together tomorrow. So we're all very excited. So on to finished object. I wanted to finish my Find Your Fade shawl before Stitches. So it has been washed and blocked. All the ends have been woven in. And I even got some finished object pictures. Nicole was kind enough to help me take some pictures this weekend as well. And here it is. So here is the end with the black. And then it fades into the grays, into the white. Yeah, this thing is gigantic, but I can't be happier with the way it turned out. This entire shawl is probably about 9 feet wide, which is redonkulous. I have to be very careful about not dropping the tips onto the ground. It's super drapey and cozy, and I think there's a ton of ways that I can definitely wear it. My default way is just to wrap it around a few times with the pointy end up front, like a bandana style. But you know, you can definitely wear it more off the shoulder. And Nicole had this great idea of even taking the tips or taking one of the tips and maybe tying it around one end to kind of bundle it together as well, and kind of cinch it in a little bit. So yeah, there's all different kinds of ways you can wear it. You can definitely check out Instagram to see how all the other people are styling theirs. But I definitely loved the shawl. It was great to knit. It did get a little large towards the end. Blocking it was a little bit difficult. I had to stretch it out over 2 couches to get the stuff straightened out. But yeah, it's great. I'll definitely keep my eye out for some gorgeous skeins while I'm at Stitches to see if I want to make another one. So moving on, the next item that I finished is another herringbone hat. So this is the fraternal twin of the hat that I showed you guys last week. I switched the colors pretty much. This is Madeline Tosh in this gray color and the speckly fun color. And the speckly color is some twisted owl fibers who will also be at stitches. I wanted to finish this other hat so I could bring it and show it to the dyer. But yeah, it's super cute. I think I like this hat better with the twisted owl as the main color. It's a lot more fun. I love how bold it looks, and of course there's a pom-pom because I can't live with a hat without a pom-pom. Once again, this is the herringbone hat pattern. It is a free pattern. There is a slight error in the pattern, which I've messaged the designer about, but if you guys are interested in knitting the hat, you can definitely message me and I'll tell you what the issue is. Overall, the pattern's great, and I really enjoyed knitting the hat, and it is super cute. She does have a few other patterns that are free as well. You should definitely check it out. It's a fun project, and I ended up being able to make both hats with the pom-poms with a skein of each color. I do have a smaller head though. This is the child size hat. I definitely think you can squeak out an adult hat and a child size hat with a skein of each of the colors. So moving on to works in progress. I made a little bit more progress on my Ease sweater, which is kind of a sweatshirt shaped sweater with a cowl neck on it. It's a basic top-down raglan shaped sweater. I just separated for the sleeves, and I'm using my handspun Jacob yarn held doubled with some Cascade Yarns Rosyln, which is a tweedy kind of yarn. Yeah, it's going well so far. I will be taking this with me to stitches to work on, and it's all stockinette pretty much from here on out until I get to the bottom hem where there's some ribbing. Other than some waist decreases and hip increases, there's not much else going on with the sweater. And so this is kind of a large project. I also wanted to bring a smaller project, and that's going to be a pair of vanilla socks. I think I've showed you guys this yarn before. This is just a plain vanilla sock that's self-striping. I knit up like 5 of these stripes at the movies the other day. I went to see John Wick 2, and I wasn't exactly invested in watching the movie anyway. My boyfriend wanted to go see it, so I went to see it with him, but it was an action movie. For the sock, I am using the Smooth Operator sock pattern by Susan B. Anderson. It kind of just gives you guidelines on how to knit a sock from top down with an afterthought heel. She just has a lot of tips and tricks to kind of help you through the process a little bit easier. I've passed the heel part, this is the waist yarn here. And yeah, rocking and rolling on this sock. I wanted a small project to bring along as well so that I can keep it in my purse for inline knitting or whatever. As part of my pottery classes, I have made a yarn bowl. It is still kind of in progress. I still have to tidy it up and glaze it, but I definitely want some more yarn bowls to kind of showcase my first yarn bowl that I've ever made. So yeah, definitely keeping an eye out for these. Moving on to quilting. I worked a little bit more on my Block of the Month Club with Craftsy for this year. It's part of the Blazing Star Quilt along, and here are 2 of my blocks. It looks pretty good, I think, from far away. There's a little bit of errors, but I'm not going to point it out, so let's see if you guys can tell where I messed up a little bit. These blocks have been a little bit challenging because there's so much piecing involved, but the whole point of me doing this Block of the Month thing is to get better and learn new techniques. So yeah, it's going well. But yeah, other than that, I'm very excited for stitches. I will be at the podcaster meetup on Saturday. It is in the Hyatt bar area. I will be at the podcaster meetup probably a little bit later in the afternoon, just because I will be trying to meet the Knitmore girls at noon. So I probably won't be able to get back over to the bar until a little bit later. Yeah, if you guys are there, please, please, please come up and say hi. I would love to meet you guys. So yeah, I gotta finish packing for stitches. Look forward to seeing lots of stash next week. I will try to control myself a little bit, but I am unbelievably excited for this. Make sure to follow me on Instagram as Petite Weaver. I definitely will be live streaming some of this weekend to you guys, and yeah, I'm so excited. I will see you guys next week. Thank you as always for watching. Bye!